will be uploaded by today on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, in case you need any reference or something like that, you can go to YouTube channel and all the previous recordings will be uploaded by today.
Okay, no problem.
Let's start the session. Bye.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
just need what I can say, co-host.
Oh, sorry.
Ah.
Oh, sorry. I'll make you host only.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm ready to host. Recording is there, right? Can you check?
Yes, it's there in progress.
Okay. Sure. You can share your screen and continue.
Yes. Okay. So yes, after stack and queue, the next topic was supposed to be the linked list, but I'm taking trees first and then I'll go for the linked list because in trees we'll understand how to create the nodes and everything that will help us to understand or to write the linked list code with ease.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the only reason why we are slightly deviating the flow of this. So we'll start with the trees. It's slightly simpler, I would say, as compared to that of queue or as compared to that of stack that we have studied. So I'll just clear this canvas.
Prachi, I'm not able to see the screen right now. I'm not sure.
Just a second. I think I have shared it. Yeah, you'll be able to see the canvas. Is the entire blank canvas is there in front of you?
Actually, the screen says that Prachi has started screen sharing and it's...
Yeah, even Prachi, I cannot see your screen.
Arey yaar, just a second. Now is it visible?
No. Just go to share screen.
Yeah, I went to share screen. I selected the screen option because I want to switch multiple screens. And I selected the share option as well, but I don't know. It's not appearing. Should I rejoin quickly? Is that fine?
Just a second. Just make me host first and then rejoin. Or what I'll do, I'll make you co-host first. Then you can check. Make me host first.
Okay.
Yeah. Just go to more option on the my name and make me host.
Make host.
Yeah, I'm the host now. Yeah, now I can see the screen.
Acha. So
Now
I don't know.
Now we can see the screen. I'll make you the co-host.
Okay.
Yeah, Ankur, can you see the screen?
Yeah, now I can see.
Okay.
You can continue now.
Okay. So we will start with this topic. Very simple, exciting, and interesting kind of topic. Mostly first, in the first session, that is today's session, we have to see the theoretical part of the trees because there are a lot of things in the data structure using trees, such as tree traversals, then searching in a tree, or appending the element in the existing tree, and so on. So I'm quite unsure that whether we will be able to proceed to the practicals, but we'll try to see the practicals as well. So let us start with this very interesting topic that is nothing but tree with respect to the data structure. So it's kind of first of all, it's a kind of non-linear data structure. So whatever data structure we have seen so far were the linear type of data structures. That means we were creating a kind of stack where we were adding the elements one by one. So it was again a kind of linear. Or when we created a kind of queue, we were adding the element from one end, we were taking out the elements from the other end. Again, it was creating a kind of linear structure. But tree is completely non-linear. That means there is no fixed pattern as such for the tree, like you have to add from this end, you have to take the elements out of this end, and so on. And that's why it's called as a non-linear, because there is no line kind of structure that is implemented in terms of the tree. So why tree is fused if it is not linear, and if linear is very easier to understand as compared to that of the non-linear type of data structures? So why tree is used? So basically, it is proven that tree is much more faster as compared to that of the rest of the algorithms or rest of the techniques that we have seen so far. So traversing inside the tree, adding the elements inside the tree, and everything becomes very easier. For example, अभी देखो stack में क्या होता है? So stack में when we add the element, there is no logical, there is no logical kind of thing before when we start adding the elements. For example, if I'm adding the element 9, then 9 is added. Then next element, suppose I want to add 90, so 90 will be added. Next element I want to add a 0, then 0 will be added. So अगर मुझे traverse करना है एक certain element, so there is no pattern as such that least element is stored at the top या फिर highest element is stored at the top and something like that. And that's why जब भी मुझे search करना होता है, I have to search the entire stack in order to find out the required element, whether it is present inside the stack or not. So basically, अगर आपको कोई stack देता है, so there is a stack of these elements and someone asks you to check whether the number 80 is present in the stack or not. तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? We have to pop out the first element from the stack, compare it with 80. If it is 80, then you have found out the element. If not, then pop out the next element. Whatever element will that you are going to pop out, check that whether it is 80 or not. If it is not 80, then check the next element. If the next element is 80, then again you'll say that the element is found at the third position and so on. But अगर end तक आपको element वो मिलता ही नहीं है, तो आप उस सब कुछ search करते जाओगे and still you'll say that the entry is not there. But for that reason, you have to search the entire stack. Or another thing is, suppose you want to check a certain in between entry, say मुझे 90 search करना है, then I have to go one by one and then I have to say that, okay, I have found the entry or not found the element. So this is basically what happens in the stack, that searching, inserting sometimes takes more time. And suppose I have a logical structure where all the elements which are less than a certain number, so 90 एक base number or root number है. Whatever is less than that 90 is stored at one place, whatever is greater than 90 is stored at the another place. Suppose I want to search whether 95 is the part of the given collection or not, I will only check that in the right side. I won't check that in the left side, right? Because I know that whenever the entry is greater than the certain root node, then I have to search that towards the right side of that entire structure, to which we are calling tree right now. So this will help you to reduce the complexity. This will help you to reduce the time that is required for searching. So such kind of some logical addition or what you can say, while adding the entries, there is some logic used whenever we use trees as compared to that of whenever we use stack or whenever we use queue. And that's why the time which is required in order to extract the element or in order to find whether a certain element is a part of a given collection or not, that is highly reduced whenever we use tree as compared to that of the other data structure. The another thing is, it provides us something called as a very easy and something very natural organization of the data. So for GUI or for representing this, for creating the interface of a tree is very simpler, very easier for anyone to understand as compared to that of the queues or as compared to that of the stacks. So these are basically the reasons that why tree is more famous as compared to that of the stack or as compared to that of the queue. Because first of all, it is able to store your non-linear type of the structures. It's able to generate the results very quickly because it has some logical order in which the elements are stored inside the tree, and it provides a very natural interface in a sense. Representation is very natural, that we are aware about the trees, we are aware about the branches, we are aware about the leaf in terms of the real tree. When we see in reality, जब एक tree देखते हैं तो उसको एक root होता है, उसको एक branch होता है, there are some leaves, and we are aware about all this fact. So whenever someone shows you a kind of binary tree or whenever someone shows you a kind of tree data structure, so जो real tree के elements है उसी को analogical way में हमारे data structure के tree में represent किया जाता है. So it becomes very easy for us to understand a tree as compared to that of the other data structures which are available. So these are basically the reasons why tree is more famous as compared to that of other. For example, it's a family of the nodes wherein we have a term called as a parent, we have a terms called as a child, then there is going to be someone called as the ancestor. So ये जितने भी terms है, we are aware about the meaning. For example, if I ask any layman who is not aware about the programming, who is not aware about data structures, मैंने उसको पूछा कि okay, बोलो, what is the rear end? What do you mean by the front end? What do you mean by pop? What do you mean by push? That person will be completely blank in order to answer this question. But suppose I'm asking that person, okay, can you explain the ancestors, या फिर descendants, parent-child relation, branch and leaf relation? That person will be able to explain you those things even if he doesn't belong to the data structure domain, data domain, or your programming domain. So the terminologies which are used in tree are very catchy, they are very simple, and they are the one which we use in our day-to-day life. So that's why implementing tree becomes very easy, because the first 50%, that is understanding the definitions or understanding the paradigms of the tree, are very easier as compared to that of the other things. So tree is basically the abstract data type which stores the element with some hierarchy, with exception of the top element. So top element ye jo hota hai, which is nothing but called as a root of a tree, that is nothing but the first entry. जो भी आपको tree structure दिया जाता है, उसका जो भी first entry होता है, that is called as the root of the tree. But once you decide the root, उसके बाद जो भी organization of nodes होता है inside a tree, it is in a hierarchical way. We are going to see how that hierarchy is established. The top node of the tree is called as the root node, and all the other nodes of or the other nodes that we draw are nothing but the children, or you can say the branches of that root node. So let us just have the formal definition, or let us just discuss what are the different things that comes inside this entire concept of the tree. So we can say that how one can define the tree. So it's nothing but set of nodes or collection of nodes which stores the entries or which stores the element. And how do they store the element? So they store the element in parent-child relation. What are the properties of the tree? So whenever we create a tree, that time it should not have, empty kind of thing. That, I mean, we can create the empty list, we can create the empty stack, but never ever create an empty kind of tree. It's nothing, it's meaningless. So basically when you create a tree, it's non-empty. And whenever you add the first element inside that tree, then that first element is called as the root node of that tree. Then each node of that tree can be added either to left side of the tree or right side of the tree. That will see that how to decide whether to add it towards the left or whether to add it towards the right. So suppose we are creating this tree with this root node, and suppose these are two children node of that tree. Suppose I'm calling them as node 1 and node 2. If I'm creating further nodes to this tree, suppose I'm creating node 3 over here, then this will be child and this is a parent. Again, N1 is a child for this node T over here. N2 is a child for this node T, but N3 is a child for this parent. Parent N1. So we can say that it is following some kind of the hierarchy. If N3 is not creating any further node, or if your tree stops over here, then this becomes your terminal node. So terminal node is that node which is not further subdivided. So ये आपका final node या फिर terminal node हो गया. It doesn't have any children, or it simply stops the tree extension at that point of time. Then this nodes, that is N1 and N2, these will be called as the internal nodes. Not N2, sorry, this N1 is nothing but my internal node. So internal node is that node which can have set of child or children present for that node. So N is having one child, so that will become the internal node for me, or you can call it as a parent node for N3 as well. Next is the definition of sibling. So what do we mean by sibling whenever we create the tree? So suppose if we are having a structure that this is a root node and these are the two child nodes of that root node, then in that case, this root node itself is a parent node. This is called as the right child, and this is called as the left child. And these two are siblings of each other. So how can we define a sibling? So sibling is basically, you can say, the children who are having children node which are having the same parent. So they will be called as the siblings of each other. So again, a normal paradigm that we see in our day-to-day life. So the same analogy is there established in the tree as well. So here S1 and S2 are siblings because they are generated from the same parent node, that is nothing but T in this case. The one which is present at the left is called as the left child. The one which is present on the right is called as the right child. Now next is whenever you will refer something related to tree, you'll find something called as the level number. Matlab, most of the times when people generate the tree, they have a habit of writing the levels. What are these levels? So levels indicates that how many hierarchies the tree is undergoing. So for example, this is my root node. This is the first child. This is second child. This is a child of this one. यहाँ पे एक children है, and suppose here there is one child. So this root node is called as level 0. This is called as the level 0. Then this is called as level 2. This is called as level 3. अगर और इसको hierarchy होता, then we would have level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, so on up to level n. But just remember, numbering of the level starts with the root node. So other way round करोगे तो obviously number of levels उतने ही मिलेंगे, but ordering reverse हो जाएगा. So always and always your numbering always starts with this, that is with the root node. So I just hope this part is clear.
Yeah, I have some questions, Prachi.
Yes.
Okay, so as I understand, the root node is the parent one, and the next level which you have created are the child levels, right child and left child, and then the further it goes, again the child becomes the parent, and then the 3, 4, and 5 becomes the child. Correct?
Correct.
So my question is the levels which you talked about, the levels, how we gonna identify for the level, like level 1 I cannot see over here. So which in this, which is the level 1?
Okay. My mistake. I wrote level 2 here. This is level 1 and this is level 2.
Okay.
This is level 0, level 1 and level 2. I think मैंने ये 2 देखा and I just wrote 2 over there. Good one.
Okay, and the levels will go on the right side of it?
No. It's not like that. This entire thing, this entire root is nothing but my level 0. Then this 1 and 2, both are present at level 1.
Level
then
1
this 3,
and this
4
3.
and 5, all the 3 things are present at level 2.
Okay. So there can be multiple branches to it, or this.
Yes, it's possible. So suppose I'm having some XYZ element over here, then ये parent हो गया, ये अभी उसका child हो गया, and my tree has one more level, that is nothing but level 3. Level just helps you to understand what is the depth of your tree, how much deep is it, how many hierarchical levels are present for that tree. That's the only thing which is revealed by that level.
Okay, understood.
So level is used whenever you are searching anything inside the tree. So you have to search till all the levels of that tree have been completed. So तब तक आपको वो search करना है if you are searching a certain element. If you got that in between, then okay, it's correct. But if you are not getting, then you have to go to next level, then next level, then next level. If all the elements are completed, but still if you are not able to search for the element that you want, then you can simply give the message that the element is not present inside the given tree. So that's the reason why the levels have been introduced. So it helps us for searching, for writing the code to search.
Writing the code to search, and okay, and like for development and all, or it's used for data manipulation or something, like how
it is used. I can say that tree has a lot of uses. I mean, if you understand this basic structure, then ये जो basic structure है बहुत जगह पे use होता है. First of all, it is used for storing the values inside the computers that we see that are, or your files and folders that are the best example of the tree. So for
Correct.
example, your folder is a parent for all the files which are stored inside it. या फिर जो आपका मेन ड्राइव होता है वो उसका रूट हो जाएगा. So for example, if your machine is having a single drive, say C drive, so that will
Correct.
become a root. Then उसके अंदर
Correct.
जो भी आपके basic folders है, they are the child. So in this case, just imagine if your machine or computer is not having a tree kind of structure, and if you want to search for a certain file, it will become very difficult because you have to search all the files. I mean, every entry in that structure. Just imagine a computer, if it is using a kind of structure, say stack or a queue, it will become very difficult for us to store the files, because अगर वो stack है तो आपको सारे मतलब previous file create किया उसके बाद में ही आपको next file create करना पड़ेगा. So you can't create any kind of hierarchical structure. So whenever in any programming language, या फिर in anything that you are developing, if you want to create a hierarchical structure, that time you will use this tree. So in fact, if you want to go into the analytics, there is one famous algorithm called as decision tree. So that decision tree also helps you to predict something in future. Now, as the discussion has been arise, so I can give you an example that how it works. Just an analogical example. So suppose, say, if I want to predict whether India will win the match today or not. So first of all, I'll ask first question to myself that how many matches has India played till now. So I'll have a huge information pool of all those matches that are played by India versus all the countries. Then I'll ask the specific question that currently I'm looking for, will India win the match against, suppose, say, England? Then from this information pool, I'll extract only that information which belongs to India versus England. Now, has India won all those matches when it was played against the England? No. So I'll get some two set of records where India has played the match against England, it has won, it has lost, and so on. And you can ask the multiple question. For example, third question on food sector, that whether the match was played inside India or not. Based on that, again, you will get some kind of results that out of some say 5,000 matches, some 2,000 matches were played over here in India, some 3,000 matches were played outside the India, and so on. And based on all the results that you're going to get when you ask every question, you might get some structure like this, that on a root node, you'll have all the matches that are played by India. Then one information pool will be only with respect to England. यहाँ पे भी in-house के एक आपको branch मिलेगा, एक आपकी branch होगा जहाँ पे हम outdoor खेलें. Then in that case, again, अगर current match is in the outdoor, then I'll search in the outdoor that whether India has won the toss or not, या फिर whether the match is day match or whether the match is day night match. So ये एक मुझे branch मिला है. Then I search कि current मेरा match day है या फिर day night है. Suppose my current या फिर today's match is day night. So I'll search in the day night का data, that day night matches में when whether India has won the toss or whether it has lost the toss. So जितने भी day night matches खेले उसके अंदर I'll just find out कि कितने ऐसे matches है जिसके अंदर India won the toss and India lost the toss. Then suppose in today's match as well, India is winning the toss, then I'll check that India जब toss win करता तो पहले बैटिंग कितने मैचेस में बैटिंग सिलेक्ट किया, फिर कितने मैचेस में bowling first select किया. So I'll try to search that. Today if India is selecting bowling first, then I'll try to find out कि ऐसे कितने matches है which are played against England, which are played outdoor, which are day night match where India has won the toss and selected the bowling. Suppose यहाँ तक मेरा data pool था एक कुछ 5,000 matches का, यहाँ तक आते आते आई एम गेटिंग द डेटा पूल ऑफ ओनली 450 मैचेस, बिकॉज इतना आपको उसके ऊपर constraints लगाने, that it has to be against England, it has to be played outdoors, it has to be a day night, it has to be where India has won the toss, it has to be where India has took the bowling. Suppose there are 450 matches which are eligible for your search, then is 450 matches में how many times India has won? So suppose say out of 450, 75 times India has won the match and they have lost the match 25% of the times. So based on this, अगर आज के situations भी इससे situations से similar है, then I can say that from my past data, when such type of situation occurred in the past, 75% of the time India has won. So that's why for the today's match, I can say that 75% are the winning chances and 25% are the losing chances. So अगर आपको, I mean, I'm not saying this officially, but if someone wants to bet or something like that, then they can use such kind of information extraction, which is generated in terms of a tree, which will help you to extract, or which will help you to find out, or which will help you to mine your data. So basically decision tree is very famous example of data mining. ये आपको data mining में use होता है, and which is based on again the rules of the tree. So that's why that is also one of the example that where the tree is used. So tree is basically used in all those structure where you want to store your data, or where you want to create your data in the hierarchical structure. So it can be used in development, it can be used in creating a games, या फिर it can be used in in the analytics as well. तो हर एक डोमेन में ट्री का यूज किया जा सकता है, बट यस यू हैव टू चेंज द वे स्लाइटली व्हेनेवर यू आर यूजिंग इट फॉर द एनालिटिकल और फॉर एनी अदर पर्पस. बट ये जो बेसिक है लाइक लेवल्स या फिर डिग्रीज या फिर सिबलिंग पेरेंट चाइल्ड रूट, दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज whatever domain you are working with respect to trees. I just hope the small example, analogical example of how tree is used is clear. And reality में भी tree ऐसे ही use होता है. That means you will be given with a huge information pool, and you just have to create the sub trees or the sub information out of it, and finally you'll reach to your final destination, which will help you to decide whether to take a certain action or whether not to take a certain action based on all your historical data that is there with you. Fine?
Understood.
Okay. Next is something called as a degree of tree. So what do we mean by the degree? Just a second. I'll just clear this. Okay. So we are discussing about something called as degree. So what do we mean by degree? So by definition, degree of a node is equal to the number of children a node has. So for example, again, we are having the structure of 1, 2, 3. Suppose here the children's are 4, 5, and here the child is 6. So if the question is, what is the degree of the node 2? Then the node 2 ka degree is, the number of children the node 2 possesses. So what will be the degree of this node 2?
4 and 5.
Yes. So the degree is basically 2 because it consists of 2 children associated with that parent 2. So degree of a node is equal to the number of children a node is having. So if it is having 2 children, then the degree is 2. If it is having 4 children, then the degree is 4, and so on. So that's basically what we mean by degree. So for example, if someone asks you what is the degree of this certain parent, that is 3. So in this case, you are going to give the answer as it has 1 child, that's why degree is 1. Then what will be the degree of 4 or 5 or 6? So यहाँ पे degree 0 है. If degree is 0, then it is indication that these are the leaf nodes or these are terminal nodes. That means the nodes which cannot have further children node present to them. So they are called as either leaf node or they are called as either terminal node, because your tree ends at those nodes as they are not having any children associated with them. So they are basically called as the leaf node. So this is definition of degree. Then leaf node, as we just discussed, leaf node is nothing but the node which is having no children, or terminal node. There is something which is called as directed edge. So what is directed edge? Directed edge is line drawn from a node to any node which is its successor. Then it is called as the directed edge. That means any kind of edge, basically हम ऐसे ही edge draw करते हैं, single direction ही होता है. This edge is basically called as a directed edge. मतलब ये जो link होता है in between the parent and child, this is called as the directed kind of edge. Then next, there is a very interesting concept which is called as similar tree. So let me just draw it. The two structures, tree 1 and tree 2. I'll first draw them. 1, 2, 3. I think this is properly visible. 1, 2, 3, and suppose say there is one more child to this 3, that is 4, and suppose this is having one more child, that is 5, and suppose we have one another tree which is with the structure, that is A over here as a root node, then this B, C, D, and E. Then the structure of these two trees is exactly similar, so these two trees will be called as similar trees. So इसको similar tree बोला जाता है irrespective of what that tree is storing. If both the trees are having exactly same kind of structure, then they can be called as a similar type of trees. Then the next one is path. Path is basically, you can say, the consecutive edges inside the tree is called as the path. So for example, if I take the example of this particular tree, तो इसके path क्या है? So A, C, D and E. This is the path. So first it goes to A, then C, then D, then E. Or the another path in this is A and B. So these are basically called as the path, which is nothing but the sequence of the edges from the root node till your terminal node. So you can call it as a path. So I just hope all these things are clear, because they are just very basic things, such as what do we mean by ancestor, what do we mean by the descendants, what do we mean by the parent, what do we mean by the child, which tree is called as, or which node is called as the leaf node, which is called as the internal node. So the node which has a children, or the node which has a child, is called as the internal node. The node which is further not subdivisible, then that node will be called as a child, sorry, that node will be called as a leaf node or a terminal node, because there is no further advancement to that node. Then there is one concept inside the tree which is called as the binary tree. So as the name suggests, it's binary. That means it has to do something with 2, because we call that data as a binary data which has only 2 possible outcomes, say 1 and 0. So for example, if we are performing the lab test that whether a person is diabetic or not, so there are just 2 possible outcomes to this, that is yes or no. So that type of data is called as the binary data. Or if I am appearing for a certain examination, so there are just 2 possible outcomes, that either I'm clearing that examination or I'm failing into that examination. So anything which has only 2 possible outcomes, that is called as the binary type of data. And here in the binary tree is nothing but the tree in which each internal node contains 2 children. So for example, we are having this kind of structure, that this is a root node. This is having 2 children like this. Then suppose if this is again a root node, these are the children of this. Suppose say here is one more. Sorry, I said this as root node, my mistake. This is internal node, which is having 2 children. Again, this is internal node having this 2 children. So if you have seen, in every pattern, whether it was a root node or whether it is an internal node, everywhere you'll find out that every internal node is having exactly 2 children. So this is basically what we mean by the binary kind of tree. If it is represented like this is having 2 children, this is having 2 children, then this won't be called as a binary tree, because yahan pe this is a root node with 2 children. Okay, yahan tak theek hai, but this internal node is having just 1 child associated with it. ठीक है, उसके बाद में 2 children है, but still over here I'm not having any other children present, and that's why I cannot call this as a binary tree. So for tree to be eligible to call as a binary tree, it is mandatory that root node as well as all the internal nodes must have 2 children to that nodes. Then and then only we can call that tree as a binary tree. Then there is one definition which is called as a perfect binary tree. So what do we mean by the perfect binary tree? So perfect binary tree is that tree where all the leaf node are at the same level. That means if you just see over here, so in the previous case, let me just show you. Yahan pe, this is a binary tree, but this is not a perfect binary tree. Why? Because as per the definition of perfect binary tree is that tree where all leaf nodes are at the same level. So if this is a definition of perfect binary tree, I will say that this is not a perfect binary tree because यहाँ पे जितने भी leaf nodes है उसका level same नहीं है. These are having a different level. This is having a different level. This is having a different level. So I cannot call this as a perfect binary tree. So what would be an example of a perfect binary tree? So if I'm drawing something like this is a root node. These are two children. Then again, this will become the internal node. These are two children. This is the internal node. These are two children. This is again an internal node. These are its children. ये इसके child है. These are children. These are children. So suppose I'm stopping over here, otherwise it will become a cliche. So in this thing, if you have noticed for root node as well as for every internal node, so this is my two internal nodes. I will write them as I1 and I2. So इस root node के दो ही internal nodes है. That's why this is binary. Then again, ये जो उसका internal node का जो further internal node है उसके भी दो ही further sub internal nodes है. So I can write it as I11 and I can write this as I12. I can write this as I21 and I can write this as I22. So I11 and I12 are nothing but the child or children node of this I1, and I21 and I22 are nothing but the children node for this I2. Again, there are exactly two children because this is binary. And इसके अंदर भी अगर देखोगे, then this are also having exactly two children. So that's why this is an example of perfect binary tree. So this is a perfect binary tree where you are having exactly two levels associated with every tree, that is, or not every tree, that is associated with every branch or associated with every internal node, including the root node of that tree. So that type of tree will be called as a perfect binary tree. Then basically where the binary tree is used, so mostly whenever you want to express any arithmetic expression, then that can also be explained or that can also be expressed using the binary tree. Now how? So for example, if I'm provided with one expression, I'll randomly write some expression here. Say 3 plus 1 into 3 divided by 9 minus 5 plus 2 minus 3 into 7 minus 4 plus 6 is minus. But suppose this is a given equation and if someone asks me to create a tree out of it, so yes, we can create it very simply. Just remember, we start rendering this expression from the last level, not from the root level. I mean, root se bhi start kar sakte ho, but you have to be master for that. I mean, I'll show you. Okay, root se bhi batati hu and end se kaise karte hai wo bhi batati hu. So for example, these are two brackets and these brackets are having one operator in between. So that will become my root node. So I'll write this minus over here. Then यहाँ पे in this particular left part, I'm going to write this left part of this tree will be having this expression and the right part of the tree will be having this particular expression. अब इस part में, which is the next operator. So यहाँ पे division का operator है. So this will become, the first child for this root. And in this case, what's the next operator over here? So I'll say this one, that is nothing but this plus. So ये plus यहाँ पे लिख दिया. Then division के नीचे, again I can see that this is having 3 plus 1 into 3. So इसका और एक child यहाँ पे बनेगा, that is nothing but multiplication. Then multiplication के अंदर there is one more operator, that is nothing but plus. So we can write this plus over here. And now it is having just two operands, so that will be 3 and 1. So यहाँ पे खत्म हो गया. Then this will become 3. I think I'll just rewrite it because thoda sa I done very shabby way. I just write it properly. So this minus over here, This is a division का sign. Here we will have this plus sign. Then यहाँ पे इसको पहले resolve करते हैं. In that case, this will be multiplication sign. Multiplication को resolve किया तो यहाँ पे plus sign आएगा. Plus solve को resolve करेंगे तो यहाँ पे 3 and यहाँ पे 1. So this will become 3 plus 1. यहाँ पे I have this multiplication, so यहाँ पे 3 आएगा. So this is 3 plus 1 into 3. यहाँ पे अभी divide है. In this divide, again the node that is over here is plus. Again, this plus will be having one more child that is nothing but minus. इसके दो children that is 9 and 5, and plus का एक child that is nothing but 2. So the entire left part is completed so far. Now coming back to this particular plus sign, so इसके right पे आएगा 6, इसके left पे I'll have this entire expression. In this entire expression, again this expression is divided using this multiplication sign, because it is 3 into 7 minus 4. तो इसके left में आएगा मेरा 3, इसके right में जाएगा मेरा 7 minus 4. So operator will be your internal node and operands are going to be your child of that operator. So this is basically how we create the tree. So जहाँ पे भी आपके, if you have noticed this, wherever you will find the leaf, all those leaf nodes are nothing but your operands, and all your internal nodes in the tree are nothing but any of the operator, which can be plus, minus, division, multiplication, or any other operator that is given to us. So what we have to remember is the operands are always your leaf node, and your internal nodes are always operators. So अगर इसको थोड़ा सा उल्टे तरीके से लिखना है, I mean whatever way you prefer, you can remember that way, or you can use that way in fact. Just a second. I'll write the expression one more time. So the expression was 3 plus 1 into 3 divided by 9 minus 5 plus 2 minus 3 into 7 minus 4. I'll write this again in a bracket for a better understanding, plus 6. So अगर इसको reverse way में लिखना है, then how you can write this? So the first thing that will resolve is this 3 plus 1. So this can be resolved like this: 3 plus, here I'll have this 1. So that means this is over, this is done. Then इसके ऊपर क्या है? Multiplication. So 3 plus 1 into 3. यहाँ तक ये खत्म हुआ. Then what we have is division. So this division sign. Now inside this division sign again, which is the next operator, so that is nothing but plus, that we are going to resolve. So यहाँ पे plus लिखा. Then plus के right hand side पे we'll have 2. Left hand side पे again we have that expression. That expression has the operator minus, so यहाँ पे minus लिखा. What are the operands? Operands are 9 and 5. That means this part is over. Now इसके आगे if we don't have in ये branch में कुछ नहीं है. अभी क्या है? I have this minus, and then मुझे यहाँ पे resolve करना है. So how I'm going to resolve over here in this particular case? Again यहाँ पे जैसे आपको resolve करना है, उल्टी तरीके से resolve करना है तो उल्टी तरीके से resolve करो, सीधा करना है तो सीधा करो. The choice is yours. So suppose say I will resolve this first. 3 into 7 minus 4 plus 6. So
पहले 7 minus 4 होगा.
हाँ वैसे कर सकते हो. So you'll write this minus, then this 7 and this 4. So that is 7 minus 4. Then this into 3. So यहाँ पे मेरा आएगा multiplication का sign, and यहाँ पे आएगा मेरा 3, and ऊपर again plus है इसको add करने के लिए. So it is something like this. इसके right पे जाएगा 6 and ये ऐसे complete होगा. So the way you want to write, you can write it from top to bottom or from bottom to top. There is no rule that you have to write in this or that way. Whatever is easier for you to write, you can write. Just make sure that after completing this tree, your leaf nodes should be of operands and your internal nodes must contain the operators. That's the only thing that we have to remember whenever we get the final outcome. मुझे top to bottom ज़्यादा easy लगता है, but yes, if you have the habit आपको bottom to top, top to bottom, जो भी आपको comfortable है, you can try that. So we'll try to solve few of the expressions as we have just studied that. So we'll try to solve few of the expressions based on the tree. We'll start with the very simple expressions.
So we have to follow the BODMAS rule over here, right?
हाँ, वो तो है. Yes, correct. Suppose say the first expression is take simple first. Say a minus b plus c into d. So how to resolve this? So first I'll see the sign which is there in between, that is plus. So ये plus हमारा root node हो जाएगा. So this is my root node. Then a minus b should be there on the left hand side. C into d should be there on the right hand side. So a minus b में operator is minus. So ये इसका internal node बन गया. And the operands are going to be a
and b.
Similarly, यहाँ पे operator is multiplication. And the operands associated with it is C and D. Read करते वक्त भी you are going to read it from left to right only. That is, you will first resolve this. So इसको resolve करते वक्त we'll read like left, then root, and then right. So left is A, root is minus, and this is B. So ये एक हो गया. Then this left, this root and this right. So ये entire thing ये plus के लिए अभी ये पूरा resolve करके हो गया, will go one level up. So this thing entire will become left. So ये entire left हमने already लिखा है, इसका root plus है. अभी मुझे right लिखना है. But right itself is a tree. I mean right itself is a sub tree. तो इसको वापस resolve करना पड़ेगा in left, root and right. So that's the reason this will be resolved as C into D. So this is a reverse way of how to create expression using a tree. I hope this is fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let us take one more example, slightly complicated. So I'm writing like this: A plus B minus C into D. These are the sub brackets divided by whatever modulus, whatever. Let's take few new signs that we haven't used. Say e raised to f divided by g minus h. So a plus b minus c into d. This is a modulus sign that generates a remainder. इसका भी hierarchy ये multiplication division की तरह ही होता है. This is e raised to f divided by g minus h. So suppose this is the expression which is given. So first we will search for the root. So it's very obvious the root node over here is division because it is creating these two subtrees. This is the left one and this is right one. So we'll first write this root node. So ये हमारा root node बन गया. Now let us resolve this particular left tree. So इस left tree के लिए, I mean this particular entire left tree के लिए, this is left, yes, this is root and this is right.
Right.
So again यहाँ पे जो root node है वो मेरा internal node बन जाएगा. We'll try to resolve this entire thing first. So अगर ये minus रूट है तो उसका लेफ्ट एंड उसका राइट अभी हमें रिजॉल्व करना है. सो इसके लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में एंटायर एक एक्सप्रेशन है a+b ये इस माइनस के लेफ्ट पे है एंड इसके माइनस के राइट पे c into d, बट दिस a+b itself is an expression, that's why इसके लेफ्ट पे again
Plus
I am going
seven.
to have plus. Very nice. And again
And
I'll check.
multiply.
Yes, अभी यहाँ पे अगर देखेंगे तो यहाँ पे these are the final operands, so there is no more operand over there, sorry, there is no more operator over there, so यहाँ पे a+b final decision हो गया. This minus के right side पे we have this multiplication sign and there are two operands for that, that is nothing but c and d, so this is over at this point. So मेरा complete left part of the tree is traversed. Now I have to concentrate on the right side of that tree. वहाँ पे भी the next operator that divides your data into left, root and right is division, so that division will be written over here. Then this division के left पे I have e raised to f, so we'll try to resolve that first. Then raised to will become the root, because raised to will become the internal node, sorry, because it is nothing but your operator, and this operator is associated with two operands, that is e and f respectively. And यहाँ पे we have this operator that is minus, sorry, and which is associated with this two operands g and h.
So this is, I guess, a perfect binary tree, right?
Let me check. Yes, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Perfect. Yeah, this is a perfect binary tree because it consists of all root as well as internal node having exactly two children with it. Okay, so I will give you few of the tree to try. So just try. Let me just think. Give x minus y plus w into z divided by v. This is the first one. The next is write the next one till the time you can solve the previous one.
Okay. So maybe I can tell you, like,
Arey, हाँ, that's the issue, no?
yeah.
Okay, you
So,
can just tell me the root and everything, so I will.
yeah. So
Make
first
it
of
again.
all, the root will be divide,
Correct.
and then it will have the plus sign.
You are explaining the left, right?
Yeah, explaining the left. Okay. The plus sign will again have minus, and minus will have x and y.
Perfect.
Okay, and then we have the multiplication plus the multiplication will have w and 2, and then we have this division. That division one will have v.
Perfect. That's only one child. Correct.
Yeah.
Next one.
Next one we have the minus first as the root.
Perfect.
And then in minus we have the like multiplication. multiplication will have B and C,
Hmm.
and then the minus, which is root, will have A.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry.
No, you are correct. I wrote it.
Yeah, it will have the A.
Just a second. You wanted to tell something like this. There is a minus. You were explaining me the right side, right?
Yeah,
I
the
did by mistakenly. Left B,
B
C,
and C. Yeah,
and this is going to be the A,
correct.
right?
And this is the A. Correct. Absolutely.
Okay. That means you have understood this particular way of how to generate the expression or how to create a tree for the given expression. And if the tree is given, then also you should be able to formulate the expression for that. So I will write one tree and just try to figure out what will be its respective expression.
Okay.
So this is plus, this is multiplication, sorry, plus. So we are writing plus over here. So ये A हो गया, ये plus हो गया. Over here we'll write this. So say one minus. Here I'll use B. Here I'll use C. Here it will be, suppose say D. There is multiplication and D तक हो गया, तो ये E and ये F. ठीक है. I hope the tree is clear. थोड़ा सा I mean I haven't exactly और या फिर बहुत properly draw नहीं किया है, but I hope the parent and child are clear. That who is the
Yeah.
right children of this.
Mm.
We'll direct the age so that there should not be any confusions. Yep, try to create the expression based on this.
Okay, so I have to tell you the expression, right?
You just have to tell me the expression.
Okay, so like the root, which is multiplication, I guess.
Hmm.
So first we'll write the multiplication.
Hmm.
Okay, then I am taking the left side, which is plus.
Hmm.
Okay, and in plus we have A.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
and then um, then we have bracket
Hmm.
B minus C.
Perfect.
Then on the right side,
Hmm.
we have this plus.
Hmm.
Okay, and then we have D,
Hmm.
then bracket
Hmm.
E into F.
Very nice. Correct. So in short, A plus B minus C into D plus E into F. That's the expression which is generated by this tree. So I'm in both the ways now. You are comfortable. That means you can create the tree given an expression and you are able to create the expression based on the tree as well. Good. So let's try to understand something which is called as creating binary search tree. So in order to create the binary search tree, just give me 1 second. I just think about one example, right? One example. Okay, so I just thought of one example. Anyway, so Let us first understand what do we mean by binary search tree, and then we'll check how to create that. So I just hope you are understood so far that what do we mean by binary tree. So the tree which
Yeah.
has two children are called as a binary tree. Now when we create the binary search tree, which is called as BST in very common name. So in this case, it's mandatory that each node, if it is smaller, then it comes towards the left side of the root, and if it is larger, then it goes towards the right side of the root. So this is basically a structure whenever we create the binary search tree. So for example, if 50 is a root, and if the next element is 8, so that will be written on the left hand side of that 15. And if the next element is suppose say 24, then we have to write it on the right side of that 15. That means जो भी आपका root element होगा, the element which is smaller than the root element or smaller than that internal node is always written on its left side, and the element which is larger than that node, it is always written on the right side. So this is basically the rule. Just make sure you have understood this rule.
Yeah, understood the tree concept.
If you read any textbook or if you read any notes related to this, the general way of writing is each node is greater than every node in its left subtree. Just tell me whether you have understood the statement. I'll write the second statement as well. Each node is smaller or less than every node in its right subtree. The previous definition that we have studied, and this is exactly the same, but I know this is written in slightly opposite manner. So I just want you to understand the statement as well. So I mean, take your time, read it by yourself. That will be better. So just read and let me know whether you have understood this or not.
Okay, just a minute.
Making a sense, that statement?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand. It's quite
Okay.
confusing.
So yeah, I know. So in this case, this part, I mean, whenever we create a tree, suppose we have some tree like this, 15 as a root node, this 8, suppose say this is a 24, this is 5, this is suppose say 11, this is 19, and I'm just scribbling some number that is 28 over here.
Hmm.
So this is basically a binary search tree, that is BST in this case. Now let us try to read the first statement, which says that each node, this is, हाँ, before that let me just tell you सब ट्री क्या होता है. So ये जो entire branch है, that is 8, 5 and 11, this is a subtree. This is subtree 1 and this is subtree 2. तो जो internal node and उसके जो children होते हैं, you can call it as a subset of a tree and that's why it is called as a subtree, because individually अगर 8, 5, 11 को देखोगे तो ये भी एक individual tree की तरह दिखता है, या फिर 24, 19 and 28 देखोगे तो वहां पे भी it also looks like a tree, right? But it's a part of this entire tree which is having a root 15. So that's why it is called as a subtree. So this is my left subtree, that is S1, and S2 is my right subtree. Now let us try to read this. Each node is greater than every node in its left subtree. So let us just take this each node, matlab suppose say 15. So 15 is going to be greater than all the nodes which are written on the left hand side of that tree. मतलब left subtree में 8 है, 5 है and 11 है. So 15 is going to be greater than all of them. That's basically what it means. Similarly, next अगर read करेंगे, then each node is smaller than every node which is written in the right subtree. So suppose again if I consider the example 15 over here, then 15 is going to be smaller than all the other entries which are present towards its right hand side का subtree. That is basically what we mean by कि जो भी smaller element होगा, we are going to write it towards the left, and जो भी greater element होगा, we are going to write it towards the right. Is this fine now? Is this clear?
Yeah, this is clear, but this particular case is related to BST, binary subtree
Yes.
only,
Yes.
right?
This happens only in binary subtree. In other trees, it's not mandatory that you have to follow this pattern. The elements can be added in the order in which they have been entered into the system and so on. But binary subtree के लिए ये mandatory है that the left should be, I mean, smaller should be written on the left and larger should be written on the right. And maximum number of time जब भी आप tree data structure में use करते हो in computers or file arrangement or whatever it is using the binary search tree approach only. So यही approach सबसे ज़्यादा use किया जाता है. It's not necessary that your tree has to be a perfectly binary tree. वो compulsion नहीं है कि वो perfectly binary होना चाहिए, but it has to be a binary tree. That's a requirement. That means perfect binary tree मतलब your all children must follow the same order or they must follow the same level. So that's not compulsory over here, but it has to be a binary tree at least. Fine now. Is this clear?
Yeah, this is clear.
Okay. Then just a second, I'll formulate the first question first and then I'll give you. Otherwise now question wrong hota hai to confusion hota hai. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so let us try to understand this concept using one example. So I just created the tree, that is 8 with 8, 7, next is say 15, 11, 13, 4, 6 and 21. Just one thing, we were understanding so far the binary tree as a tree which is having exactly 2 number of children, because we have came across all those examples of the binary tree जहाँ पे हर एक parent node को या फिर internal node को 2 children होते हैं. But as per the theoretical definition of binary tree, it says that each internal node or root node can have at max 2 children, not more than that. So that's also called as the binary tree. इसको भी binary tree ही बोला जाता है. That is each children which is having at maximum 2 number of children. So generally most of the cases में जब भी binary tree explain करते हैं, this is a basic structure of explaining the binary tree. But yes, it is possible that ये भी binary tree हो सकता है, because in this case it is having one particular child for the certain node. So this also can be called as, this is an extended binary tree. This is also called as a binary tree because it's having not more than 2 children. But अगर कोई tree आपको ऐसे मिलता है, then this is definitely not a binary tree. So this is extended binary trees, and that you have to remember. क्योंकि most of the times whenever you see binary trees, so आपको इसी format में मिलेंगे. तो proper definition of binary trees, it should have at least at max 2 children, not more than that. तो ऐसे कोई भी structure को binary tree बोल सकते हो. I hope this is fine.
Yeah. So can I try this one?
Yes, you can try this.
Okay. So first I can write as 8.
Correct.
Then I can put the internal nodes as 4 and 6. Is it 4 or 14? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This is 8 के बाद 7 ना.
अच्छा,
I will write one more time. Sorry. तो क्योंकि इसकी
Yeah.
वजह से आपका complete tree खराब हो जाएगा. So it is 8, 7, 15, 11, 13, 4, 6 and 21. अभी clear है ना?
हाँ, अब so इसमें we can write as first as 8.
Correct.
Then we can write as 6 and 7 as the internal node.
No. Go in
4
order.
and 6. Okay. Okay, we have to go in order, right?
Yes, you have to go in order.
Okay, then we can write as 7.
Towards the
Towards
left
the
or right?
Towards the left.
Correct.
Okay, and then we have 15. So then 15 will come in the right.
Towards 8 or 7?
I think, yeah, towards right.
Towards the 8. Correct.
Then 11 will come again in the right.
Right of?
Right of 15.
Right of 15 or left of 15? 11.
Achha, 11 I think is, no, but the 8 should be
8 अभी खत्म हो गया है ना? 8 के 2 children खत्म.
Okay,
Binary
okay.
है, so it cannot have more than 2 children.
Okay, yes. Now it will come as 11.
So 15 will be 11 will be towards
the left.
Yes. 11 will be towards the left of 15. Then what about 13?
Yeah. 13 will be in the right of 15.
नहीं, right में कैसे जाएगा? Right में जा ही नहीं सकता. Because right element will be, or it has to be greater than 15. Then only it is eligible to go to the right.
Yes. So I think 13 will come in the 11.
11 के right side पे.
Right side. Yeah.
What about 4?
The 4 will come in the left side.
Of?
11.
No, then it will go wrong.
Then it will be like
बिकॉज द रूल सेज दैट यहाँ पे जो भी एलिमेंट होंगे राइट 8 के राइट में वो 8 से ग्रेटर होने चाहिए. सी वी विल डू इट स्टेप वाइज. आई अंडरस्टूड कि आपको वो बेसिक कंसेप्ट समझा है कि लेफ्ट एंड राइट पे कहाँ पे जाना चाहिए. द ओनली थिंग इज किसके लेफ्ट से या फिर किसके राइट से स्टार्ट करना है वो थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन है. सो फर्स्ट वी स्टार्टेड विद 8 because that was the first entry. Then we'll check the next entry. Next entry is 7. We'll compare 7 with 8. Is 7 greater than 8 or smaller than 8? So smaller है, इसके लिए वो जाएगा towards the left part. तो यहाँ पे 7 enter हो गया. We'll search for the next number. Next number is 15. 15 को we'll first compare with 8. 15 is greater than 8. That's why 15 would appear over here. So ये तीन elements खत्म हो गए. Next number is 11. We will compare that with 8 to decide whether it should go towards the left or towards the right. So 11 is definitely greater than 8. So that means it has to go towards the right side. Right side पे क्या है? 15 है. Compare 11 with 15. Is 11 greater than 15 or smaller than 15? It is smaller than 15. So it should come towards the left hand side of the 15. Next is 13. Check or compare 13 with your root node, that is nothing but 8. It is greater than, 13 is greater than 8, so it has to come towards the right hand side of the 8. 8 के right hand side पे क्या है? तो 8 के right hand side पे 15 है. तो 15 से 13 is a smaller number, so that means it has to come towards the left of the 15. अभी 15 के left पे already 11 present है, so compare 13 with the 11. 13 is greater than 11, so it has to come on the right hand side of the 11. So यहाँ पे 13 enter हुआ. Check the next number. Next number is 4. Compare 4 with 8. Is 4 greater than 8? No. So it will come towards the left side. Left पे already 7 store है. So compare 4 with 7. 4 is smaller than 7. That's why it will again come towards the left hand side of the 7. So यहाँ पे 4 आ गया. Next element is 6. Compare 6 with 8. 8 से छोटा है, उसके लेफ्ट हैंड साइड के सब ट्री में जाएगा. यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी 7 प्रेजेंट है. 7 से भी छोटा है तो 7 के लेफ्ट पे जाएगा. तो वहां पे ऑलरेडी 4 प्रेजेंट है. 4 से 6 इज ग्रेटर, दैट्स व्हाई इट विल गो टुवर्ड्स द राइट हैंड साइड एंड यहाँ पे जाके 6 प्लेस हो जाएगा. देन द लास्ट एलिमेंट रिमेन्स इज 21. 21 इज ग्रेटर देन 8, सो इट विल गो टुवर्ड्स द राइट हैंड साइड. राइट हैंड साइड में 15 है. 15 से 21 greater है, so it will go towards the right of that 15 and will get placed over here. This is basically how your tree would be created.
Okay, understood.
Fine. So just try to write it. So suppose if you are getting slightly confused because first examples में confuse होते ही है because it's very new concept for us. So in that case what you have to do is first हमने root लिखा. अभी root में मुझे choice ही नहीं है. If I am having 100 as the first element तो वो 100 ही मेरा root बनेगा. I don't have any choice that where to place a root. So whatever is the first number given I have to consider it as a root. उसके बाद मेरा choice start हो जाता है. So when this levels are filled, मतलब ये जब भी मेरा 8, 7 and 15 ये fill हो चुका था, उसके बाद when I have to decide about 11, just check the root. root को check करो. वो root से greater है मतलब right में जाएगा. अभी ये उसका जो है I mean 11 के लिए this is nothing but the node with which it has to get compared. मतलब ये इसका basically root node हो जाएगा. 15 11 के लिए root node होगा. I mean I'm just trying you to consider that 15 as a root node now and उस हिसाब से 11 को अभी compare करो. तो 11 15 से छोटा है, इसके लिए वो 15 अगर root हम consider करते हैं second level के लिए, so 11 should come towards the left hand side. I hope this is clear. Then again अगर 13 आता है next, तो 13 obviously 8 से greater है, यहाँ पे गया. Then 15 के साथ compare हुआ because उसके लिए अभी 15 सपोज से नेक्स्ट लेवल के लिए वो उसका रूट हो गया, तो 15 के साथ कंपेयर किया वेदर इट इज ग्रेटर और वेदर इट इज स्मॉलर, स्मॉलर है तो 15 के लेफ्ट पे आया, 15 के लेफ्ट पे ऑलरेडी एक इंटरनल नोड प्रेजेंट है, सो दिस इंटरनल नोड विल एक्ट एज अ रूट फॉर दैट 13, सो 13 इज ग्रेटर देन दिस, तो इसको कहाँ पे जाना चाहिए, तो इसको जाना चाहिए उसके राइट हैंड साइड पे। देन नेक्स्ट वाज 4, सो 4 को अगेन मेन रूट के साथ या फिर 8 के साथ कंपेयर किया तो यहाँ पे आना चाहिए, so consider this as a root now because हम एक level down आ चुके हैं, so now we have to compare 4 with this current root, so obviously 4 is smaller, so as per the rule तो root के left में small जाता है, right में I mean greater number आता है। next is 6, तो 6 के लिए again we came at 8, we compare that with 8, यहाँ पे आ गया, यहाँ से यहाँ पे आया, अभी 4 उसके लिए रूट बन गया 6 के लिए, so now I have to decide कि 6 रूट के लेफ्ट में जाएगा फिर राइट में जाएगा, इट्स वेरी ऑब्वियस डिसीजन दैट इट हैज टू गो ओवर हियर, एंड द लास्ट वन इज 21। तो ऐसे अगर आई मीन इमेजिन करके इस एग्जांपल को सॉल्व करोगे, देन आई थिंक द सॉल्यूशन विल बिकम स्लाइटली मोर इजियर। सो हर एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पे जाओगे तो वो नेक्स्ट लेवल पे जो नंबर होता है इंटरनल नोड होता है, ट्राई अज्यूमिंग इट एज अ रूट नोड, एंड बाकी तो हमारा फॉर्मूला वही रहने वाला है, दैट रूट के लेफ्ट में स्मॉल, रूट के राइट में greater number, so that formula is not going to change, but every time whenever you will come one level down, that time आपको रूट को शिफ्ट करते जाना है, imaginary actual root इसका 8 ही है, अगर किसने क्वेश्चन पूछा that what is the root node of this, then 8 is obviously the root node, but just for our better understanding हम उसको एक एक लेवल पे शिफ्ट करते जाते हैं, so that whenever we try to insert the element inside the tree, it becomes easier for us to insert. Is this fine, this explanation? Is it making the things slightly easier?
Yeah, this is clear now.
Okay, so we will try to solve one more example. Second, just think about one. A 15. First number is 15. Next number is 24. Next number is 19. Next number is 8. Next number is 28. Next number is 11. Next number is 25. Next number is 5. Next number is 6. Next number is 13. And say finally we have number as 2. Okay. So try to create a search tree, binary search tree based on this. I need a battery to plug in, so just give me 1 second.
Okay. So yeah, can I try?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay, so first we'll write as a root node 15.
Okay.
Uh,
We have written this as 15. Okay.
yeah, on the right side of 15, we'll write 24.
Absolutely correct.
Okay, when we write 24, then we'll compare 19. So 19 will be on the right side of 15. Um, and when we compare with 24, so it will come on left side of 24.
Very nice. Correct.
So then we have 8. So 8 is less than 15, so it will come as the left side of 15.
Correct.
Then we will see 28. 28 is greater than 15, so it will come in the right side of 15. And is less than 20, is greater than 24, so it will come in the right side of 24.
Hmm.
Then we have 11. 11 is less than 15,
Hmm.
so it will come on the left side of 15. However, is greater than 8, so it will come on the right side of 8. Yeah.
Hmm.
Then we have 25, which is greater than 15, so it will come in the right side of 15.
Hmm.
It is greater than 24,
Hmm.
so it will come in the right side. But in the right side of 28, then we will see is less than, so it will come on the left side of it.
Very nice. Accurate. Perfect.
Yeah, so now we will take as 5. 5 is less than 15, and is also less than 8, so left side of 8. Yeah.
Hmm.
Again, we take as 6. 6 will come on the right, yeah, right
Hmm.
side of. Then we will take as 13. 13 again will come on the uh, right side, on the left side of 15.
Hmm.
However, it will 6. It's greater, so right side of 6.
No. 15 के बाद 8 है ना कंपेयर करने के लिए.
Oh yes, sorry.
8 से ग्रेटर है तो 11 पे गया.
11 पे गया.
11 से ग्रेटर है तो
ग्रेटर है
यहाँ
तो
पे आ गया.
यहाँ पे आ जाएगा.
विजिबल है ना?
हाँ हाँ, विजिबल है. Then last is 2. 2 less than है 15 से, 8 से भी less है, 11 से भी less है. So it will be on the left. Then we have 13.
Yes. यहाँ पे जाएगा ना. 2 है so it is small है तो यहाँ पे आ गया. 8 से भी small है तो यहाँ पे आ गया. 5 पे आ गया. 5
पे
से
आ
भी
गया.
small है तो इसके लिए यहाँ पे आ गया.
यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. Okay, perfect.
Right?
Right.
Easy ना?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So now again, the topic that is जो हमने एक प्री ऑर्डर पोस्ट ऑर्डर देखा था and whenever we were discussing about the stack, so उसी को थोड़ा सा extend करना है with respect to this trees. So we are going to talk about something called as tree traversal. So what do we mean by tree traversal? So someone is giving us tree, the nodes and everything. So how to traverse those nodes, how to write those nodes in proper order. So that is basically what we mean by tree traversal. And there are 3 ways in which the tree can be traversed. It is pre-order traversal. Then the second part or the another way is called as in order. And there is one more way, that is post order. So ये rules जो स्टैक में हमने स्टडी किए थे एक्सप्रेशन इवैल्यूएशन के, they are going to be exactly similar for the tree as well. So whenever we talk about the pre-order type of tree, that is always traversed as root, left and right. I mean root node is written first, उसके बाद left node लिखते हैं, उसके बाद right node लिखते हैं. Fun in order, we write in a logical order, that is left, root, right. That means something like this, 2, 5 and 6. This is in order. अगर यही आपको प्री ऑर्डर में लिखना है, then 5 will be written first, then 2 and then 6. I'm just talking about this particular situation. And what is the post order? In the post order, we follow the order that is left, right and root. So basically pre-order, in-order and post-order ये कैसे define होता है? So it is defined where you write your root value. If you are writing root first, then it is called as pre-order. If you are writing root last, then it is called as post-order. And if you are writing root in between, then it is called as in-order. So these are basically 3 ways of traversing a certain tree if it is given to us. Let us try to understand this pre-order first. तीनों भी check करेंगे, so just don't worry. So we'll see how this pre-order is performed. So it is better if this rule is constantly there in front of our eyes. We are traversing the tree. So obviously tree इसके अंदर given होता है. We are not supposed to create the tree. So we will be given by the tree and we have to traverse. So sometimes randomly the numbers are given. You have to create a search tree, that is BST out of it. And once the BST is created, तो उसको कैसे traverse करेंगे? How to write the element of that tree in a correct order. So there are 3 ways of writing: pre-order, in-order and post-order. उसमें से pre-order first देखते हैं, that is root, left, right. That's a structure. So first let us try to create the tree. एक कोई random tree generate करते हैं. Suppose 7 is the root node. This is 1. This is suppose say 9. We have to think about numbers also very carefully. This is 0 here. This is 3. यहाँ पे इसके लेफ्ट में let us write 2. इसके राइट में let us write this 5. Here let's write 4. Here let's write 6. 9 को let's try to resolve as 8. And let's try to resolve this as 10. Okay. What we have to follow the rules. So we have to follow the rule of root, left and right. यहाँ पे sorry, ये in order का दिख रहा है, जो दिख रहा है. So just ignore this part. We are writing pre-order for this. That means we have to follow the rule. First root, then left, and then right.
Okay. To tell you the numbers, right?
Yes. First, if you want,
No.
you can simply think about it for a minute, and then we'll try to solve.
Okay.
अगर आपको चाहिए तो आप एक छोटा सा इसका ट्रैवर्सल खुद से करके देखो, and then we'll discuss.
ठीक है. Yeah, I actually tried, and on the chat I've mentioned the sequence.
I'll just check. 710. I won't understand like this. I'll just solve and then we'll check.
Okay.
But 710 तो correct ही लग रहा है. And then the first start is correct. So it is left root right. Just a second. So the first entry we will have is obviously 7. That's the root node. So 7 likha. Then the next one is 1. So we went for 1. Now we have to think about this particular tree. So 1 ke liye left is 0. So we have written this 0. Right is 3. But 3 itself is it's also a kind of a internal tree structure. So ये 3 लिखने के बाद we have to mention its left and right. So 3 ka left is 2, 3 ka right is 5. Right itself is a node. Itself is a kind of internal node. तो अगर इसको root consider करते हैं current situation के लिए, so 5 is a root, जिसका left is 4 and right is 6. So now we have traversed all the elements on the left hand side of the tree. So we'll go to this right hand side. So right hand side may what we have is this 9, 8 and 10. So again, if you are going in pre-order, so root will be written first. So 9 will be written first, then 8 and then 10. So is this the same thing that you have mentioned? Yes, absolutely correct. 7, 1, 0, 3, 2, 5, 4, 6, 9, and 10. Absolutely correct. So you have understood this. One more example so that this will be very clear. Four, 7, and this is 5. I just hope all numbers are clear. 8, 3, 1, 6, 4, 7, 5, 10, 14, and 13. These are the numbers. Okay.
Correct.
Try this and one more. That's the last question. That is A. Say children are B and C. Here, this I'm writing a very simple kind of D and E, F and G. Here it is H. Here it is I and J. These are the 2 questions. Just try out them. As you have solved previous question with exact accuracy, so abhi you will only find out that your speed will increase in order to solve this question.
Okay, so we have to follow the route left and right, or
Yes. No. Root left, right, in order only.
okay, okay.
Okay, so let me just try this. 8 is correct, then 3, 1. 8, 3, 1. Yes, correct. Then 6, 4, 5, 6, 4. 6, 4 के बाद 5, 7 should be the logic. 10, 14, 13 is correct. Let me just check stepwise. First entry in this case would be 8. रूट हो गया. लेफ्ट एंड राइट पे जाना है. वो लेफ्ट पे आया 3. 3 इज रूट. उसके लेफ्ट पे आया. सो इट इज 1. सो 1 के बाद कोई इंटरनल नहीं है यहाँ पे. सो उसका राइट चेक किया, दैट इज 6. 6 itself is a root, तो उसके लेफ्ट पे आया तो 4 है. 4 itself is I mean internal node, so उसके लेफ्ट पे कुछ नहीं है. राइट पे 5 है तो 5 कवर हुआ. दिस इज डन. देन अगेन इट विल गो 1 लेवल अप, दैट इज 6. 6 कवर हो चुका है बट उसका राइट कवर नहीं हो चुका है तो 7. 7 is covered, 6 is covered, it will come to 3. 3 is covered, 8 is covered, so this entire left is covered. Now let's move to the right. Right पे next element is 10, so okay, left इसका root already covered है, left covered है, right 10 लिखा. 10 के बाद if 10 is the root, then उसके left में कुछ नहीं है, right में there is a 14 and last is 13. This should be the order. I think the order is
I think, yeah, 5 and
हाँ
7 I need to
हाँ
just.
वो एक छोटा सा mistake है, बाकी it is correct. And with respect to the next one, A is correct. उसके लेफ्ट पे गया B. B is a root. रूट के बाद it is going to be D. D के बाद कुछ नहीं है, so B से आ गया E के ऊपर. E is the root. रूट के लेफ्ट में there is H. राइट में कुछ नहीं है. E से B पे आया, B से A पे आया. A से it will go to C. C के लेफ्ट में it is F. F के लेफ्ट में there is nothing. Again came back to C, then to G. G के बाद I and then J. So it is A, B, D, E, H, C, F, G, I, J. Absolutely correct. Correct. So both the things are correct.
Yeah, both the things.
I hope you got an idea, right?
Yeah, now I understand.
Okay. So वही मैंने बोला the time you require to solve the first one, जितना time लगता है उसमें, next time whenever you solve, you can solve at least 3-4 more questions into it. So what I want is, Ankur, we have seen this pre-order. So if you have understood pre-order, then you can try for in-order and post-order, because आपको यहाँ पे सिर्फ rule change करना है. That is
Correct.
left root right का you just I mean root left right का left root right या फिर left right root. So this is basically the rules that you have to change. Otherwise everything, I mean जो way of traversal था, that you have to check the children. If children is a root, then what to do? If children is left, then what to do? That is not going to change. So I just want you to try all the 3 examples that we have solved with pre-order. Try to convert them into in order as well as in the post order, if you can do this. So try this once, and then in the next session we'll see Python code in order to create the tree and search in the tree. Is that fine?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that means we will be giving the simple what we can say, जो एक थोड़ी टाइम पहले मैंने आपको numbers दिए थे, and we have to arrange them in a proper tree structure. So we can do that using a Python code. सिर्फ ये जो भी हमने rules देखे, we simply have to create using for loop and if condition, we just have to create a code out of it. So that's not that difficult if you have understood all the rules properly. So that's the reason for that. Just make sure कि आपको in order and post order का funda is clear, and that you can get only and only if we are solving multiple examples of that type. So इसको एक बार practice करो. We'll try to check its theoretical conversion in the next session, and then we'll directly jump to the code. Fine?
Fine, absolutely.
Okay. So I just hope today's session में जो भी किया वो cover है, like basic of the tree, various types of the trees, perfect binary tree, simple binary tree, and binary search tree, expressions evaluation using a tree, pre-order, in-order, and post-order of the tree. So these are basically the things that we have covered. Check the next in the next session.
करेक्ट, ठीक है. अच्छा प्राची, आई थिंक मैंने ध्रुव के साथ भी बात किया था रिगार्डिंग द टाइमिंग्स एंड ऑल फॉर द डेज. सो अभी जस्ट मुझे पता चला कि दैट यू नो द आई एम वर्किंग ऑन अ प्रोजेक्ट, सो यूजुअली इवनिंग टाइम पे ही यू नो उस प्रोजेक्ट का मीटिंग होती है. तो आई थिंक पहले मुझे लग रहा था इट विल बी ट्यूसडे, थर्सडे एंड सैटरडे, but now they are again, they have scheduled it on they have scheduled it on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday जो हमारा पहला टाइम था, क्या हम सेम रख सकते हैं or you want to?
No, that's absolutely fine.
चलेगा ना?
Only for this week, I'll take your I mean
Tuesday, Thursday
session
and
on Thursday. Is that fine?
Is that absolutely fine?
हाँ, and उसके बाद
So-
we'll again come back to our
Monday,
normal.
Wednesday, Friday. हाँ ठीक.
Yeah, we can come to the old one from Monday onwards.
हाँ ठीक है, done.
ठीक है.
Fine ना?
Fine.
ठीक है, चलेगा. Done. So thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for that.
See ya.
Bye-bye.